The Whale is the latest Darren Aronofsky film starring Brendan Fraser as Charlie, a reclusive, morbidly obese English teacher who does online classes to make money. However, he is trying to reconcile with his estranged daughter, who he hasn't seen since she was 8, in a last bid for redemption. So this movie is based off of a play by Samuel D. Hunter. He also wrote the screenplay. It's a very low-budget film. It was only made for $3 million, but this movie is a one-location drama that's really harrowing, haunting, emotionally brutal. It definitely is heavy at times, and I've talked to many people who've avoided seeing this film because they know that it might be too much, and the answer is yes. The movie is pretty emotionally brutal, but Brendan Fraser puts on this prosthetic suit that a lot of physical performance too, as well as emotionally. He's back. I mean, he's really great. He's got this vulnerable charm, this sort of like tragedy. It can be comparable to My 600-Pound Life. However, that show is a reality show, and it's kind of almost made for an entertainment factor. You know, watching people get to that certain level and then watching them, there's almost like this morbid curiosity to it. But The Whale is the opposite. It's like a tragedy because he refuses to go to a hospital. Brendan Fraser's performance as Charlie is great, but he's also anchored by many other different supporting cast members. There's his nurse friend Liz, who comes by and basically gives him free health care because she cares about him, and you don't know why. And the movie's not insidious, but it keeps its cards close to its chest because it doesn't tell you why the dynamics of certain characters. But then we also get Thomas. He's a missionary that shows up at the beginning of the film. He wants to save Charlie. And then there's also his estranged daughter, Ellie. So those three characters become major, larger characters that visit him. And the movie reveals more things as it goes on. And it is definitely a little bit on the not subtle side with the dialogue. Sometimes characters say what they feel or they have pent-up issues. But you have to remember this is based off of a play, so I didn't mind that. The movie went by pretty quickly, really good pacing. Amazing performances. Cinematography is great too, set design. It's definitely one of those movies you can't look away from. It's very emotionally it'll emotionally destroy you, very similar to the movie Mommy from 2014. That one was also very similar, also filmed in the same aspect ratio. So The Whale is definitely one of the more brutal films you'll see, but it's probably a one and done kind of movie. You don't want to watch it again but it does have some great acting performances and definitely worth checking out. So I give The Whale a 8 out of 10.